Well, this week on Dateline Schools, we're getting some healthy tips on how to make this school year off to a great, healthy start. And with the advice we have is a new health director for St. Clair County Health Department, Liz King. And Liz, earlier this week, you mentioned that word immunization, vaccine, and I know kids just kind of shudder when they hear that, but
Right.
what are some of the vaccines that kids need to have before school starts?
Sure. So our assessments are going to be at kindergarten and 7th grade, unless you change schools. If you change schools, then you're going to be reassessed again. But kindergarten, as a parent, you have to think about, most parents have had their kiddos vaccinated since they were 2 months old. So you're talking all those series of vaccines, your DTaP, your polio, your MMR, your varicella, hepatitis B, your pneumonia. But we want to recommend all ACIP recommendations, which include things like COVID and flu, all those other things. That's what you're going to be counseled on when you come here to the health department as well. So we would recommend parents are up to date on all recommended vaccines. Then at 7th grade, it's a little different. At that time, you're going to start to see the need for some boosters, like Tdap, which is your tetanus, diphtheria, pertussis. Then meningitis vaccine comes into play, HPV vaccine, flu, COVID, all those things. So we're happy to counsel parents when they come in. It is very difficult to know everything about these vaccines, and when you come in, our nurses are here to counsel you and listen and answer those questions for you.
And I also know, too, we have about 2,000 plus kids every year graduate from high school. Many of them going on to college, some of them going away for the first time this fall. Anything for them that they need to be aware of?
Right. My advice would be to check early what the requirements are. So every college is different, what they require, what they recommend. And a lot of times we see college kids get caught right at the end and can't get in for an appointment for some required vaccines. I know, like meningitis can be required when you're living in the dorm. So I would check early, get your appointment early.
And where can parents find out to make sure that their kids are up to date? How do they do that?
Oh, that's a great question. The Michigan Care Improvement Registry. So in Michigan, we have a registry for any vaccine administered to a child under the age of 18 by law has to get reported into MICR. So you can get those records at your pediatrician's office, your family physician. You can get it here at the health department. Even some pharmacies have a MICR record for you.
We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Arrington.